Picture the Forbidden Forest. It's dark, it's cold, and Lord Voldemort is rising from the back of Professor Quirrell's head. Harry Potter is trapped, frozen in fear. But as the killing curse begins to glow green, someone steps out from the shadows. It's not Dumbledore, it's Severus Snape. He doesn't look at Harry with hatred. He looks at him with a fierce, protective fire. And Harry? Harry doesn't run away from Snape. He runs to him.
Professor, the mirror. He's trying to use the mirror.
Stand behind me, Harry. Now, we do this together.
Wait, what? Snape and Harry working together? In the first year? How did we get to a place where the boy who lived and the half-blood prince are a team before the first term is even over? Today, we are exploring a timeline where Snape decides he can't wait 7 years to be a hero. A timeline where he looks at Harry's 11-year-old eyes and sees Lily instead of James. Trust me, once the truth is out this early, the entire wizarding world changes forever. The first year secret. What if Snape told Harry the truth? We all remembered that first potions class. Snape walks in, capes billowing, and immediately starts bullying Harry.
Mr. Potter, our new celebrity.
He asks impossible questions.
Tell me, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood?
Mocks Harry's fame and sets the tone for a decade of mutual loathing.
Fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter?
But in this world, something happens before that class. Snape is in his office, looking at the class list. He sees the name, Harry Potter. He expects a miniature James arrogant, loud, and entitled. But then, he hears a rumor from the hallway. He hears that Harry Potter grew up with muggles, that he didn't even know he was a wizard until a month ago.
I'm a what?
A wizard.
That he's skinny, wears broken glasses, and looks neglected. Suddenly, Snape isn't seeing the son of his rival. He's seeing a reflection of himself, a lonely boy from a loveless home. So, during that first class when Harry can't answer the question about asphodel and wormwood, Snape doesn't sneer. He pauses. The silence in the dungeon is deafening. He looks at Harry, really looks at him, and sees the confusion and the hurt. Instead of taking points from Gryffindor, Snape says,
Stay after class, Mr. Potter. We have matters to discuss regarding your preparation.
The class ends. Ron is worried, Hermione is curious, and Harry is terrified. He thinks he's in trouble. But as the door clicks shut, Snape doesn't yell. He pulls out a small old photo. A photo of a young girl with bright red hair.
You were told your mother died in a car crash, weren't you? That is the first of many lies the world has fed you, Harry. If you want the truth about who she was and why you are famous, sit down. We have much to discuss.
Imagine the impact of this conversation on an 11-year-old brain. Harry sits there, eyes wide, as Snape explains everything. He tells him about Lily, not as a saint, but as a brilliant witch who was Snape's first and only friend. He tells him about the prophecy well, as much as a kid can handle. He tells him that Voldemort is still out there, and that someone inside Hogwarts is currently trying to bring him back. But most importantly, Snape tells him about the blood protection. He explains that Lily's sacrifice is why Harry is alive.
You knew her? You actually liked her?
She was the only person who truly saw me, Harry, and I failed her. I will not fail you.
This changes everything for Harry. He spent his whole life feeling unloved and alone. Suddenly, he has a protector. And it's the meanest teacher in school. Now, think about how this affects Harry's relationship with everyone else. When Ron says Snape is evil, he's trying to steal the stone, Harry doesn't nod along. He gets defensive. He's living a double life. By day, he's a Gryffindor student. By night, he's taking remedial potions, which are actually secret lessons in occlumency and defense. Snape becomes Harry's secret mentor. He teaches him that being a hero isn't about rushing in with a sword. It's about being smart, being quiet, and staying alive. He's teaching Harry the Slytherin way to survive a Gryffindor war. And the bond they form? It's stronger than anything Dumbledore could have planned. This is where the theory part kicks in. Think about Albus Dumbledore. Dumbledore is a grandmaster at chess. He wanted Harry to grow up humble, to struggle, and to eventually meet his fate. He wanted Snape to remain the villain, so Harry would rely on Dumbledore as the kind grandfather. But Snape just flipped the board over. By December of the first year, Harry is already suspicious of Professor Quirrell. Why? Because Snape told him. Harry isn't wasting time following the wrong clues about Snape or Nicholas Flamel. He knows exactly who the threat is. Imagine the Christmas holidays. Harry stays at Hogwarts, and for the first time, he doesn't just get a sweater from Mrs. Weasley. He gets a book from Snape, a book on defensive charms. They meet in the library under the invisibility cloak.
Dumbledore thinks you are too young for the truth. He wants you to be a child. But Voldemort does not care how old you are. You must be ready.
When Harry finds the Mirror of Erised, he doesn't just see his whole family. He sees Snape standing behind Lily in the reflection. He realizes that the man everyone hates is the only one who truly honors his mother's memory. This leads to a massive confrontation with Dumbledore. The headmaster realizes that Snape has gone rogue. He realizes his perfect plan of the boy who must die is being compromised by a potions master who refuses to let another Lily die. The tension in the staff room is insane. It's a cold war between the headmaster and the spy, with Harry caught in the middle. Finally, we reach the climax, the end of the first year. Harry, Ron, and Hermione head through the trapdoor. But this time, Harry isn't just a lucky kid with a wand. He's been trained. He handles the devil's snare with a spell Snape taught him. He helps Hermione with the logic puzzle, not because he's a genius, but because he's been spending his evenings solving Snape's riddles. When Harry enters the final chamber, he doesn't find Quirrell alone. He finds Quirrell struggling, because Snape is already there. Snape has been trying to stop Quirrell all year, but he needed Harry. Why? Because only Harry can get the stone out of the mirror.
Severus, I knew you were a traitor, but to bring the boy here, you've delivered him to me.
I've delivered you to your end, Tom.
The battle is legendary. Snape is shielding Harry with high-level magic, while Harry uses his mother's protection to touch Quirrell's skin. It's a tag team match that shouldn't exist. When Voldemort's spirit finally flees, Snape is the one who catches Harry before he hits the floor. He doesn't let Dumbledore take the credit. He doesn't let the school believe it was just luck. The year ends, and the Gryffindor table is shocked when Snape actually walks over to Harry during the end-of-year feast. He doesn't say much. He just puts a hand on Harry's shoulder.
Do not forget your summer reading, Mr. Potter. And stay away from your cousin's fists. I'll be watching.
So, what happens next? If Snape tells the truth in year 1, the rest of the series is unrecognizable. Sirius Black's escape in year 3? Snape might actually listen to Harry and help clear Sirius's name earlier. The Tree Wizard tournament? Harry would have the most lethal coach in the world. The always moment doesn't happen at the end of Snape's life. It happens at the beginning of Harry's.
Always.
It's a world where Harry grows up with a mentor who actually tells him the truth. A world where the house rivalry between Gryffindor and Slytherin starts to crumble because the two most important people in the school are on the same side. But I want to know what you think. Do you think Dumbledore would have allowed this? Or would he have wiped Harry's memory to keep his plan on track? And how would Ron and Hermione react to Harry being best friends with the dungeon bat? Let me know in the comments. I love reading your takes on these alternate realities. If you enjoyed this journey into the what if of the Half-Blood Prince, smash that like button and subscribe to Omniva for more deep dives into the magic.